Hi Hal here with more Space Engineers, and today we have relocated the escape ship. So a bit of a funny story about what's going on. We'll talk about that shortly, but first we're going to get started, so let's go. So, happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend and are having a terrific day thus far. It's a little early in the week to wish you well for the week so far. Oh, it's been an interesting weekend, that's for sure. Alright, so we're doing something a little bit different than what we were originally said we were going to do as far as the series is concerned. What I had actually planned on doing, or I had considered doing, was basically doing what we're doing right now as a live stream in between Friday's video and today's video. Now, the reason for that is because I'm basically kind of at a loss. Well, I don't want to say at a loss. I have an idea. And I wanted to talk through it with everybody before we add in the corruption PvE mod. Because like I said on Friday, that mod tends to not really care what's going on in the world before they start throwing ridiculous numbers of AI at you. I should say ridiculous numbers of overly aggressive AI at you. So what I went ahead and did is I went ahead, relocated the ships out here. By the way, the decoupling and everything worked really well, but one of the hinges didn't operate, so I have to go back and check because I think I replaced it at one point and I may not have put it back into the hinge group. So yeah, but overall everything actually worked really well. Ship came out mostly okay, banged up a little bit on the way out because it wasn't, if you remember, it wasn't completely flat when it was in the hangar. So anyway, let's talk about what we've done so far. I'm going to go ahead and turn off UI again here for a second. So when we were together last time on Friday, we went ahead and built some general framing stuff out, and we were trying to get an idea of roughly how big the space was going to be. And I had said that I was contemplating changing a few things, and I do think that we are going to change a few things. So originally what I had wanted was for this section that we're building, or this piece that we're building, to be pretty much the extent of the ship. So it would be something you could leave in orbit. You have the upper ship or one of the ships inside the hangar space here. Basically take off, go down to the planet, go do what you need to do, you come back, rinse and repeat. With the option of having the command section being something that we could actually use as an escape ship if we needed to. So I started playing, as you can see, I've kept working on some stuff, trying to get an idea of the sense of scope and scale. And I'm thinking, while I could actually, for lack of a better term, cram everything in, I'm thinking we might go with a bigger ship. So one of the things that I'm considering right now is that this would be one section of the ship, and then basically we'll get it built up, get everything in place, because by the time we get everything in place, we're going to run into the PCU flag for things like the Reavers to start showing up, which, yeah, it's going to be brutal. So what I'm hoping for, or I should say what I was planning on, or what I had thought about doing, was doing this whole thing up as a live stream. That didn't happen for various reasons, obviously, because we're sitting here talking about it right now. But what I wanted to do is let you know what was going on and why that mod hasn't been enabled yet. Now, all of that said, the question becomes, do we actually go forward with that idea or not? That's where I'm kind of torn on. I mean, I'm not So it's been a long time since I've made a box vehicle, and I personally tend to not be fans of those, just for various reasons. One of them being is like, the only box vehicle I've built that I've ever liked was a heavy cargo transport from Star Wars. If you ever played the X-Wing games, you end up doing effectively what is a quote-unquote French run down between the cargo nacelles. Basically, there's this, like, this would actually be about on scale for that. Come to think about it. So you'd have a ship very much like this, where you end up having the indent here, except the indent goes all the way through. There's a small hangar on the front of it for shuttles to get in and out, and then a cockpit area or a bridge area up on top. But then you have these giant things that come out. They'd probably come out to about here, that hold cargo. So that's probably the boxiest build that I've ever done on camera. And it's the only one that I actually enjoyed doing, because it was designed specifically to be that way. This ship isn't designed to be that way, and it's coming into that, and that's why I'm trying to decide, do I really want to keep what we've got here, or do I want to make it, basically extend this out and maybe change the sides up a little bit so that we end up with, say, I don't know, like, I don't want to say pontoons or outriggers, but maybe even just bump outs. I mean, we could actually do our thruster arrays as bump outs. That may not be a bad idea. Let's go with that concept. But then that leaves us a bunch of stuff back here that we have to deal with. Yeah, so I am kind of at a loss. I mean, the other thing we can do is basically strip this entire thing down, like just grind it all down, and then start over again, which is always an option. We always do have that as an option. Make sure nothing hostile is popping up. So all of the mods are still active. The only mod I have not activated yet is the corruption PvE mod. So that's still the Mayday. Okay. Yeah, so we will have hostile stuff showing up, and we will still have the asteroid showing up, or meteors showing up, but no corruption PvE for today. When we're done with today's video, going into Wednesday's video, we will probably have it active. Like I said, I just want to get an idea down, or I want to get a better idea of what we're actually going to build, because I like the interior layout, I don't like the exterior layout. So I may even say, you know, we may do away with the way that this is nested up here, and maybe do something a little bit different. Because I'm kind of at that point where I'm starting to think it might be better to grind most of this down and start over. Because I think the proportions are just off, and I think that's what's throwing me. Because this central hangar, that's not a small space. I mean, I guess it's technically an average hangar in size. Alright, so let's get that out of here. Let's turn that off. So if we do this, right, end up with hangar space like that. And we're going to end up with the same thing over here. Let's just assume that's there. And all the bulbs are actually turned off at this point. Mainly because I wanted to get the idea down, because if we're going to grind it all down, what we'll do is we'll basically disconnect. You guys go there. We'll disconnect it from the base and see how the whole thing holds up together here. Whoop. There we go. And then this is just placeholder. Alright. Okay, so that would give us a small hangar here, small hangar there. And a larger ship area here. See, I'm kind of tempted. I am actually kind of tempted to go ahead and basically just redesign this from the ground up. I mean, it's actually not that much wasted space. I think it's because of the framework, and because when we started this we didn't have a good idea of what we wanted. Like, it wasn't fleshed out, it was more just kind of proof of concept stuff. And I think that's what's getting to me. Alright.
Energy low.
Okay, let's go grab some power really quick. And what we'll do is, while we're charging, come in and take a look. Yeah, see, that just... because it's the ship that we have on top is an even number of blocks, the ship that we have under it is an odd number. It doesn't sit well. I think that's where my problem with it is. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been basically staring at this for a couple of hours today, and I'm just trying to figure out, where does it make sense? See, I'd almost be interested, or it could be kind of interesting, take the wind turbine off there, but it would be kind of interesting to have the ship itself actually go into this ship. But I think we would have to redesign. We'd have to redesign the actual ship, the initial ship first. I mean, we could even, let's see here. Alright, we got power. How are we doing for... go ahead and refill the tank so that we don't have to pull from the supply tank we have with us. So what I'm thinking might happen is we might go ahead, like I said, separate it from the base, paint it pink, have Bob just rip it all apart, and just redo it as basically this would be the beginning of the ship, which means we lose it as an individual, like, small flyer of its own. But we'll have the big ship, or we'll have a bigger ship that we can tie stuff into. That might work. That might work better. You can see at one point what I had been thinking about doing was basically the stuff we have over here right now, duplicating that on the other side, so we would end up with you know, a better balanced ship. But the more I think about it, Yeah, so like I said, I've been thinking about this for a couple of hours, and I'm just going around in circles with myself at this point. So I'm not sure. Do we want to just go ahead and do that, is the question, I think. Because basically we would end up gutting all of this portion here. Right? So yeah, we would end up trimming that off, taking those engines out, and carrying the hydrogen system and ion system through. But it would also give us the ability to have a second ship docked on this, so we could actually bring the small miner if we wanted to, the dedicated miner, and that would basically just be sitting over on this side. I might. Oh, it would actually be kind of interesting. Let's see something here. Here are those, right? It might be interesting to rebuild this as a different version, like as a mining dedicated version of the mobile bob system here. So basically we would take this design, maybe move the thrusters in. I mean, we'd basically end up with the same thing that we have up there. Anyway, let's focus on one ship at a time. But I could see, this is, I really like the way this hangar was shaping up. Infinity and beyond. Yeah, I don't know. I think part of my issue is this feels more like a planetary hangar than it does a ship hangar. Like a mobile hangar base. It feels more like something that should be built into an asteroid. And I think that's my problem with this design. Alright. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, we'll turn actually, let's... we're going to bring a bob down here. Let's go ahead and we'll put him right there. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this guy to fly, set the other bobs to fly. Actually, the other bobs are already set to fly. We'll paint this thing pink. Well, actually, disconnect it from over here. We'll paint it pink and let Bob take this whole thing apart. And then when we come back, what we will do is we will go ahead and mirror what we have on this side, on that side of the ship. And I think we'll probably pull out the bottom layer of this. I may put a chair on this thing, move it over. We'll put a merge block on it to basically keep it here. And we'll take this line off. Take that line off so that it, you know, it's equal on both sides. Yeah, okay, I have an idea. I have an idea for how we're going to do this. First things first, let's get in here. We want two things to happen. We want Let's go here. Alright, so we want, that's the base docking merge. This is the one that's got us attached to the asteroid. We're going to switch block off. And this is the one that's got us attached to the monstrosity that is. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go back here. Let's turn on our thrusters. We're going to separate this. I can't see. There we go. Just a little bit. Just basically far enough that we know the merge block isn't going to do anything crazy for us. Alright. Why are you... You should have separated. Why did you not separate? You know what?
Shield initializing. Start up in 30 seconds.
Come on, let me in the chair. Thank you. All right. Okay. Since we have all that taken care of, yeah, it's going to hit the ship. Not too worried about it right this second. We want control panel. We want you to, I don't care what color you ignore, I do care what color you grind. 100, we want you to grind everything. And you need to be set to fly mode. We want you to grind before weld, and we're going to turn you on. Okay. Now we set this. There you go. And now that that is done, we need to go get the ship up here. And since we're not overly worried about it blowing anything up or things getting ground off. Okay, you guys. Can we get our old camera back? I know I've asked for this before, but I would really, really love to get the old camera system back. Alright. I mean, there's very little in Space Engineers that would actually make me, like, ridiculously aesthetically happy. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about, the old camera system didn't used to care where your camera was. It would just clip through things. Alright, so we need you to go that way. Come here, you. There we go. Our shield is online. The ship is bigger than it needs to be, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick cut. Well, it's going to be a quick cut for you guys. It's going to be a long cut for me. But basically, we are going to have all of the bulbs, taking this thing apart as quickly as possible. And when we come back, we will probably have everything sorted out, and we'll have this thing attached via merge block to the base. Alright, so if anything exciting happens, I'll bring you back, but otherwise we will be right back. Let's see if I can rotate a little bit better. Alright. And we're back. Alright. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why I was saying I kind of wanted to do this as a live stream. Mainly because of the fact that just would have been a little bit easier all around. So let's make sure all of you guys are set to auto refill. Thank you. There we go. Alright, so yeah, all of the parts are gone. Okay, so we ran into a thing where some of the blocks would get cut off from the grid, and they would be within the shield area, so the shield was destroying stuff, but... Oh, alright. Let's see here. Steel plate. Of course I need a steel plate because, you know, reasons. Right. Merge. Turn you on. There we go. We'll let Bob weld that up. And like I said, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bit of a spire out. In fact, that should be okay. Okay, we'll do that. Actually, let's do it here. No, you know what I need to do? Ah, crap. Let's do that again. We're actually going to go with these guys. Five, 6, 7, 8. And do that. There we go. Okay. And now we're gonna move, actually, find out if this works or not. Alright. Remove. Okay, so we want, should only be one merge block now. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Are we? That looks pretty close. Hey, look at that. Boom. Alright. So we can turn those off now. We have gravity. We have atmosphere. Looks like we should have enough room for this to clear. Alright, so one of the things that I'm thinking about doing is we take basically this line out here. Throw a thruster, or throw a chair on this thing. Probably put it right there. What do I need? I need an interior plate. Because, you know, it would be entirely too easy for me to have anything that I need where I need it. Give me like 100 of those. Did you not give me any? Because you're tied to the other. Do you have any interior plates? No, of course not. Because again, it would be entirely too easy if you did. Ah. And come to think of it, there was nothing on the old build. There you go. There. That had interior plates on it, so meh, is what it is. Alright. There we go. So I'll probably do that. Let's grab a gyro. Just because we can. There you go. And then what I'm thinking is, I don't know if I want to cut it down this line where things are piped in, or cut it down that line. That's a conveyor, oxygen bottle. Probably makes more sense to cut it down this line. Because what I'm thinking is that we'll use the ship that we have. I mean, I guess we don't even have to do that. I could just go ahead and put in... Because what I was thinking was to drop this down a little bit. We would end up with a hangar space down here under the ship. We'll take that ramp out, which will give us, you know, stairs up into the ship itself. And apparently my neighbors decided they wanted to do a little bit of drag racing today. Yeah. So if we got rid of... Okay, so you are at full plate height there. So we'd have to get rid of these blocks. Actually, no, we could keep those blocks, but we need it to drop down someplace to have a hangar down here if we want to put a hangar on. So I guess it comes down to, do we just want to duplicate what we have over there on this side? Which might not be a bad idea for now. It would definitely get us the hell out of here faster. Alright, so you go 2 to there. Alright, so basically that, so that entire section here, that comes out. Let's go. We're gonna have, let's have Bob make this easy for us. We'll do that. That's coming out, that's coming out, that's coming out, and that block's coming out. Alright, which means that's going to come out. That's going to come out. That's going to come off. So some of this is going to go back in later. But for right this second, okay, so let's jet back over. Okay, so if we do this, we've got conveyor, so that's what, O2 generator up front, O2 generator in the back. And should just be conveyors, I think. No, nothing there. Oh, interesting. Alright, so we have O2 on the front tied in. Actually, I want to make sure we have this lined up appropriately. Is there a conveyor there? No, there's a battery there. So let's go ahead and grab these guys first. You're gonna go there. And where's my other O2 generators? Right there. So it's actually to flip like so. And I think I can get away with just doing the conveyor junctions. So now we can get rid of this. All right. Well, we just basically will put conveyor conjunctions in behind them. Right, that ties all of this together. And we're going to end up with another row of conveyor conjunctions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like we are one back from here all the way equal to flush there. Okay. So basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. And then conveyor to a bob. Alright. Let's check something here. Conveyor, out one, and then tank. Alright. So that should end set 1. Alright. Step 1. Yes, okay. Oh, before we need to make sure we have the detail work set up the same as well. Alright. Is that right? No, that's not right.
Inventory full.
Ah, Bob, get those parts. I don't know if Bob grabbed those or not. Alright. So that's there. Cargo, or conveyor. Alright, so there. Conveyor. Yes, okay. Oh, hello. Alright, so we got that. We are going to do that there. So we're for the pipe. We get that tank out of here now. Slant pipe. So we'll have that there. We're going to put a connector on. Which should be that one. And then we're going to have a Basically that comes out, down and around. Okay. Alright, so you guys are here. You know what? Let's take some of this off right now. I still wish we had Sci-Fi hydrogen thrusters. I think that would look awesome. Alright. So it's a group of 3 space 3, or 3 space 2. Okay. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 space 2. There we go. And that opens up. Oh, hello.
Inventory full.
Ah.
Inventory full.
Bob, you better grab those parts. Alright. Alright, we're going to have this thing turn off those thrusters. There we go. And then on this side, I probably should have gone ahead and did all of this at the same point so that Bob could weld it all up in one go. Alright.
Energy low.
So from here, it's the conveyor that goes out to the O2 tank. And we have a bulb on the front. Is there any other connections in there? No. Okay. So that means you are there. Did we put a conveyor between those? No, we have the jump drive between them. Alright, looks like we're getting a little bit more range out of this thing. Alright, and you are built to there. You are... Ah! No, there you go. To there. Now we have Bob in there, right? Yes, okay. Just making sure. So we're going to end up with Super Bob. It's actually not a bad thing. Make sure, actually, why did that tank look like it may be further forward? No, that's right. Okay. Alright, so now we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We can put this back on here. We already have thrusters on there. Let's grab the pipe system. We have these guys here. That's there. And you're going into the side. Oh, we're not going to be able to do that, are we? We're going to have it. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so we will have...
Energy critical.
Is that slanted or curve? It's a slant. Okay. It's coming off of these guys. Into a curve, into a curve, into a slant. Okay. So you're going that way. To there. Right. And I still need that, so we'll get you in here. Which way are you facing? You're facing there. You will be facing there. And yes, I know I'm about to run out of power. There we go. Quick, quick. Into the chair. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Okay, so we have the beginnings of the duplication portion of the ship, right? Alright. So thrusters are back up. So we're gonna have you guys 2, 3, and then basically we're gonna end up with the reverse of what we did on the other side, just, you know, because we want it to look snazzy. That's right. Okay. So I have a slant coming off there, slant it coming off of there, and then we should have that to that. We curved those in and under. Yes, yes. Alright. Okay, so that's all of the basic stuff duplicated. Thrusters are in. What did we do? We went vertical on a slant. There. Come on. Alright, that should get us basically what we were looking for. Just helps to make sure everything is actually piped all the way through. Always an important thing to be aware of, and then that is stuff that I don't need. Okay. Oh, how killing me here, buddy. All right. Yeah. Now I may actually cut in here. I may cut in here a space for a spotlight. So we'll have spotlights on the top and bottom, because we were running into problems with visibility where we didn't have enough light before, and I'm going to try and avoid that from being a thing again. Since we have radar on that side, we have an antenna back there. Alright, so we have conveyor, conveyor. So we did conveyor there, and I think we did it one off center on this guy, right? Yeah. Okay. So we can do that. Have a pipe here, pipe there, pipe there. Everyone gets a pipe. All right. Okay. I think that's the bulk of it, yes? And then we can throw a landing gear in over here somewhere. You are positioned 3 blocks back facing aft. Don't think we need those anymore. We may need no, there's a space and a spotlight. Okay. So what did we do on that side then? We did These guys. Other way around. So we basically did this. And did we do that all the way back? I don't remember. We stopped with the thrusters, okay. And this is how you reproduce things that you built, you know, at this point like months ago and can't remember. You should be on the third. Yep. Alright. I don't think we need any more thrusters. We just need spotlight right in front of the conveyor that's tying it all together. There you go. And we did that number 3 and number 5 on the inside? Yeah. All right? No. And there, right? Those should be matched up now. We got spotlights there, we got spotlights there. Okay. Alright, I think that's this thing duplicated now, right? Looking at, oh, I still need to put the hydrogen engines in. So hydrogen engine, front to back, vents. All right. So we need that. We need, should be the large vent pipe, because we like the way that those look. That doesn't look like that's matching up. Is it? No, I guess it is. Why does that look so... Is that really that far back? I guess so. Huh. Alright, well, you learn something new every day, right? Is there anywhere else I needed to throw one of these bad boys? I don't remember. Cap on the other end. I don't think I had one of these tucked in here anywhere. I think I took it out, because I think I had one where this was, or maybe right here, which actually might not be bad. But I do think I took out the extra vents. Alright. So I think that's just about everything. What are you missing? You're missing supercomputers and power cells. Need 19 power cells. Huh? I think I have the parts for that. Power cells. What do you need? Silicon and nickel, right? And that's just assembler. Oh, there you go. Silicon, we're going to move, I don't know, 5K. And was it nickel? Throw another 5K out over here too, just because we can. Yep, okay. Bob will weld that up for us, so we're not going to worry about it. I need another almost 800 superconductors. I don't know if I have the materials for that. I might need to go do a little bit of mining. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of those. We've already got that one here. Alright, so you Sir Bobby Bob are going to go that way, right? And you are going to go that way. That way they're all tied together. And control panel, we're going to grab this. Turn both of those off. I think you're missing what? You need power cells, so I'm going to need to make 2 more. You're missing power cells. And you're missing, you got all the power cells you need. I guess we need 1 more power cell, huh? Alright. We can do that. It's easy. Alright. Power cell. Get that. Alright. And we'll put a rotor on there. Oh, what is it? It is a pipe. I forgot what it was called. Oh, there it is. Pipe end. Large pipe end. Come here, buddy. You go there. And basically what I'm going to do is all these spots where we're not putting air vents or anything, I'm going to put these caps on them just to close this stuff off. So I want you, and you. And we're basically going to do that on all of these. Put one there, put one there. And so all we're really doing is kind of cleaning this stuff up. I think we'll leave those alone. We will put one there, which means we're going to put them over here
Energy
too.
low.
You get one, you get one, you guys get one. Now I already know, I've been playing around with the vehicle, and when I was looking at the mass to lift ratio on it, we don't actually have enough mass or enough lift ratio to get off of a planet if we land on it. So, actually, so what we're going to end up with is, you guys are actually going to need to come off, aren't you? Damn. Ah. Alright. You come out. You come out. I forgot. It would end up being below the landing gear, so we would end up sitting on those, which might not be a bad thing, given that the way that the landing gear works around here. But for now, it works. Okay. Let's change that up so we don't accidentally paint something to destroy. That gets us most of that. You are all piped in. We already turned you off, right? Alright. Need a little closer. There we go. Yes. I think the other one is just the ion thrusters. Okay, so do we have any? No. So the only thing left to do then is clean up the lines, which I'll do off camera. I'm not going to do a whole lot of that here. Actually, how did I put the control panel to the back? Okay.
Energy critical.
Yes, yes, I know. Betty, leave me alone. Alright. Okay. I think that's everything. I may put a spotlight on this side. Since we have an open spot here, I guess for now, we can just go. Oh, what are you? Medium tube end, large tube end. What do you look like? I wonder what you look like. Huh. That could be interesting. Do we have one of these that... So that, or that. I'm kind of curious. Let's see what that looks like welded up. Come on, Bob. There we go. Any lights on it? No. Alright. Okay, Bob. Take it out of there. Oh, let's grab a little bit more power. More power. Once again, before we do anything else, because I am notorious for doing that. Yeah, I've more often. This is one of the reasons I don't use Bob too often, is because I have this tendency of forgetting to change painting colors. So if I'm not paying attention and I do that, I will, you know, I'll go to sit down or something and it's like, oh, it's been painted. Oh, okay, no worries. Oh, look, my chair is gone. Alright, so we have a little bit meaner of a ship now. Alright, actually, hang on for a second here. We're going to go ion thrusters. Okay, so you guys should all be... Nope. Eye on. Alright, boop. So we're going to go ES thrusters. We want you. We're going to delete that group. We're going to create a new group with the same name. There you go. And I have a feeling it is going to give us... Look at that. Okay. It's always nice when it does, because it's supposed to save based off of the naming. Doesn't always. There we go. Now, just to make sure, we hit power. We've got power there. We've got hydrogen over here. Okay. That should be good. Alright, so now, obviously, we can't use the hangar up there anymore. This ship is way too big for that now. But that's okay. Now we have to figure out, what are we doing here? Let's do this before we go anywhere else. Drop everything over there. I'm gonna have to go mining too. Let's grab that. Oh, I didn't want that. I wanted that. You guys, you get painted white. All right. And I don't know if that matches the color that it's supposed to be over here or not. I don't really care at this point. We'll deal with all of that later. What I'll probably end up doing is painting it all one color and then repainting it. But I'm kind of liking the way it's looking. The only thing we have left at this point is the 800 superconductors. May as well go ahead and leave that there. What I may do, since we're here anyway... it's 1, 2, and break. 1, 2, and break. What did we do there? We did regular conveyor, which of course Silly me, I took it off there. Okay. There you go. And we're going to do, because we can. Oh, need an interior plate. Why do I always need interior plates? It's like the one thing I always need. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. Bob should get that shortly. Alright. So, are they going to interfere with each other? Yes. Do I care? Not really. Honestly, I'll probably take these off of here. They're really just there as a joke at this point. Because look. Look. It's got ears. It almost looks like it has a face. Alright. Okay, so that, I think, is that. We can go ahead and get rid of this for now. Get rid of that for now. And let's make sure you are actually... Oh, NATO. Thought we had some on here. We do, okay. Damn, I don't know what is up with this cargo system. I think I'm gonna have to pull all of the pipes out and replace them with the conveyor tubes. Because I don't know if it's the... I'm wondering if it's the adapters. So, I guess we could find out. There's no adapter here, right? You are slant pipe, because it was working with just that stuff. So I'm wondering if, because I put an adapter in here. No, that's a T. That should not be an adapter. That right there, I think, is the problem. Let's swap you out. No. Not emergence pipe. We want just a regular pipe. There you go.
Inventory full.
That's fine. Get those parts for me, Bob. Greatly appreciate it, buddy. Alright. I want to see if there's any scrap in the... Okay, so it's still not pulling there. What are you? You're an adapter. I'm betting. I am willing to bet.
Inventory full.
You guys are the problem. Alright. Large pipe, curved pipe. I have this really bad feeling that that's the little buggers that have been causing all the problems.
Inventory full.
Alright, let's go. I want a large curved pipe. Because see, we've got pipes, like regular corners in some places, and we had adapters in others. And I'm thinking that was breaking this thing. That's my guess, at least. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, because it was working for a while. It wasn't until I built the expansion area down here that we started having problems, and that was where I was using the adapters instead of the curved block pieces. And I think that was breaking the grid. Your T section. You are a pipe. Alright, so let's go in here. We're gonna do that. We are going to do assemblers. Let's pull all this stuff out. Production. We're going to go to main, and let's have it queue up 1,000 plates. Oh. Alright, I'm going to have to figure out what's going on. It broke somewhere. It's really irritating. Because all of this worked fine before. It really wasn't until... You guys are there, you guys are there. Do we have an adapter down here, maybe? Turn the light on so you can see. I'm betting we have an adapter down here. Yep. Oh, this is gonna suck. Before we do that, you, come here. What? Oh, nope. Radio. Thank you. We're gonna have one of those. Get you out of there. Put you in there. All right. Okay. Now, let's go into our inventory once again. Oh. Assembler. Okay, so we're going to clear that. Secondary. Clear those. Main, we're going to say pull 1,000 plates. Damn. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to go take a look at what's going on with that, because it is breaking my entire network. Because even after I separate, like when I had the ship off the grid, it caused problems. So I'm gonna have to take a look. It might just be I need to add something else to the network or something. I don't know, but we're gonna go ahead and call this one here because this episode has gone much longer than expected. But yes, so we were at least able to finish something. It is unfortunate that we were not able to complete, well, I want to say complete. It's unfortunate we weren't able to build the system that we wanted to. Like I said, it was just driving me up the wall. I could not, for the life of me, come up with something for it. It just, like, I liked the hangar, but I do think that hangar style would be better suited to a asteroid base, not to, or even a planetary base, not to necessarily a ship. So now, what are we gonna do? Because I do want to have a hangar on this thing, because I don't want the ships just hanging out in the back here. You know? Having their turrets waving in the air. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, honestly. But I would rather have these guys be protected a little bit. Okay. But I do need to build a landing pad for you guys. I mean, I guess I could leave it like that. Of course. That's a little close. Oh, let's see if we have that drop down. Alright, so we want mergeless here. We want large. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's a temporary thing. Alright, so what we're going to do... Now, these will only mount, or should only mount, in one direction, right? Because what happens is this edge here will allow you to tie into a network when you're merged in, but when we turn off that merge block, it turns off this merge field as well. So it's basically, it's kind of a cheater. But you see how it won't, wait for it. But you see how I can't flip there? Because it's trying to merge to that, or it's trying to mount to that block, but it's not going to let me because there's no actual mounting face there. So what we're going to end up with is a pipe set
Energy
that
critical.
goes something like, let's see, that's actually going to have to drop down to. So let's have it go large pipe, slant it, and then we will have 2, 3, 4, 5. We need that to drop down one more. Ah, crap. Oh, that actually needs to come down further. Alright. Can I...
Inventory full.
Ah, no. Bob, grab those parts. Alright. Alright, let's try this. I know I said we're gonna get out of here. So while I am losing my mind working on this thing, I'm gonna have this come over.
No energy.
Ow! Oh, that'd be why. Quick! Oh. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to continue working on this, getting this piece in here. While we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and say thank you for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw those down in the section below. If you're new to the channel, haven't done so already, or want to do something nice for me on this, well, a little bit more hectic than expected day, be sure to hit that subscribe. Not only will it keep you up to date with what's going on around here, it lets me know you're enjoying the content enough to do so, which is always appreciated. Let's see here. We're going to go like this. To here. To there. Hopefully. Alright, so now when we turn off that merge block, we'll be able to lift straight off this thing. At least that's a theory. We'll find out next time. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks again for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you all today. pulling my hair out on lots of stuff. But yes, anyway, on that note, we're going to get out of here. Hope everyone has a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you back here on Wednesday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.